Good, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and leadership team. I'd like to call to order the Naperville Park District Board of Commissioners regular meeting. Today is February 12th, 2015, 7 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Jackie, would you call the roll, please?
President Riley.
Here.
Vice President Ori.
Here.
Commissioner Egan.
Present.
Commissioner Heidi, absent. Commissioner Danner.
Here.
Commissioner Todd.
Here.
Commissioner Young.
Here.
Thank you. Now, tonight we're really pleased to be able to recognize a long-term friend of the Park District, former Illinois State Representative Darlene Singer. Darlene, would you join me at the podium, please? The Honorable Darlene Singer served as our representative in the Illinois House of Representatives from 2009 through 2014, and before heading to Springfield, she served on the Naperville City Council from 2002 to 2008. She's always been an enthusiastic advocate of the Park District and attended many park openings, groundbreakings, and celebrations. Her letters of support helped secure more than $3 million in grants from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources for Knock Park, Meadow Glens, Knock Knolls Nature Center, and the future Fort Hill Activity Center. She worked with other representatives as a chief sponsor of the Park District's child safety legislation in 2012 and supported the Park and Recreation Construction Act in 2009, which resulted in grants for Crest Creek Playground and for trails at Meadow Glens and Knock Knolls Park. She also appreciated the Park District's Dance Academy and its benefits for young dancers. We greatly value your friendship and support of the Naperville Park District. Good. As a small token, we have a gift for you to help you and your family enjoy Centennial Beach this summer.
Oh, awesome. Good, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
So we wish you,
warm up.
wish you best in your endeavors in the coming years and hope to see you in the parks, and would like to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, just real quick, I have to say thank you for this. This is significant, and it was really good for me to come in and have this acknowledgement tonight. It's a privilege to be elected and serve this community. It's a privilege, and I've been very honored to have that privilege to do that. And also, it's my privilege to, understand this place and hopefully work and give back the way I did to make this community even stronger going forward. So I appreciate this. You'll see me at the beach now. I've got some time to swim, and yeah, continue to do what you guys do. You do wonderful, wonderful work. My children I can't tell you how many dollars I wrote to the Park District because they were all Park District karate, actually, and dance. And my son we were just talking about him, he's 26 today, and my daughter's 22. And they're doing extremely well, and a lot of it is due to the fact that you provided them with the skills and values and tools they needed to be successful young adults. So thank you, and you can, I'm not going anywhere, guys. You can always call on me whenever you need me. It's good. Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Darlene, if I could get all the commissioners to come down so we could take a picture with Darlene. Where do you want to sing? Okay.
You're not going to get my stylish footwear.
Jackie, do we have anyone from the public signed up to speak? We'll move on to updates and reports. The first report will be the Parks Foundation. Vice President Ori.
It has been a while since the Park Board received a report on the Naperville Parks Foundation, so let me reintroduce the organization. The foundation was established in 2011 as one of several alternative revenue sources to offset tax dollars and provide needed enhancements to projects and programs of the district. Last year, the foundation was the beneficiary of the first annual Winter Ale Fest that provided $3,000 to the district. They will again be significantly involved in this year's fest to be held at Frontier Park on February 28th. Recently, in December of 2014, the Parks Foundation focused on funding the $30,000 scholarship fund of the district for this year. The scholarship fund is used to help those people who are financially unable to participate in Park District programs. This need has been growing substantially in recent years. Since that meeting, I've met individually with Foundation board members to learn about their projects for the future. I was encouraged by their renewed enthusiasm to grow the Parks Foundation. In the near future, the Park Board and staff intends to meet with the Foundation to solidify these plans. You can learn more about the Parks Foundation at its website, napervilleparks.org. In addition to helping the Foundation through a contribution, you may also submit a proposal for a future project. So please visit the website, napervilleparks.org, to learn more. Thank you.
Thank you. And continuing on, Finance Committee update from Vice President Ori.
Finance Committee met on February 10th. The district financial policies are reviewed annually. The committee reviewed the first draft of the policies on January 7th. The second draft was reviewed at the February 10th meeting and included the committee's recommended changes to the purchasing and fund balance policies. The Finance Committee recommends the policies be brought to the board for review and approval. The draft financial policies will be on the board's agenda for review at the February 26th meeting, and final approval is anticipated at the March 12th meeting. The committee reviewed the December 31st, 2014 Treasurer's Report that is on tonight's agenda for approval. The money manager for the district's fixed income portfolio, Tom Sawyer, presented the quarterly investment performance report for the period ending December 31st, 2014. The net return for the year ending the year equaled 115 basis points, outperforming the benchmark of 62 basis points. The district's net return since the inception of the portfolio in June of 2011 through December 2014 equaled 80 basis points, also outperforming the benchmark of 60 basis points for that period. Staff provided the committee an overview of the 2014 ending fund balances amounts in conjunction with a projected roll-forward basis on the based on the 2015 budget. The committee also met in executive session under pending litigation 2C11. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is the President's report. This past Saturday, we hosted the Naperville State of the Park District presentation at the Rubin Community Center. Approximately 100 residents came out early on a Saturday morning for our annual update. All the commissioners and leadership team were there as well to interact with residents and to answer questions. This was our 5th annual edition of the State of the Park District in its current format, so we decided to change up the script. While we know that residents like knowing what their program fees and tax dollars fund, we thought it might be more impactful to dig below the what we do and even how we do it to share why we do what we do at the Naperville Park District. Those of you familiar with Simon Sinek, who will be in town on May 2nd, by the way, will understand what we were aiming for. So Samira Luthman and her team put together a great presentation, loaded with clips and videos of Park District users, volunteers, sponsors, and partners, sharing why the Park District is meaningful to them. The audience seemed really engaged. We also include a segment acknowledging Ron Orey's 20 years of service, because we couldn't let that go unnoticed. While the main theme was why, we didn't want to ignore the what and how, because that's a tangible result of the money we collect from all of us taxpayers. So we produced a comprehensive budget snapshot with details and financials that was available to all who attended and is now available on our website. Our goal is to be transparent about what we're doing and encourage resident input. So if you think of a community organization that would like to hear a presentation at a meeting, please contact Executive Director McGurry or myself. Actually, we've already done 2 since Saturday. Ray did the Evening Kiwanis, and I did the Rotary Club of Naperville Downtown, both of which are great supporters of the Park District. Now we'll move on to the Legislative Committee report. Commissioner Janner.
Thank you, President Riley. The Legislative Committee of the Park District will be hosting a legislative dinner, 6 p.m. at the Knock Knolls Nature Center on February 23rd. The committee thought it would be valuable to proactively engage some of our key legislators in a dialogue about issues that are important to the Naperville Park District. I'd like to thank Representatives Worley and Kifowit for confirming their attendance at that event, and we expect a great turnout and a good program on February 23rd. And during my next report here, I'll update the group on how that event went. Thank you.
Next, the Carillon Foundation report. Commissioner Young.
Thank you, President Riley. The Millennium Carillon Foundation Board met on January 15th. There are 2 more scheduled board meetings for the Carillon Foundation, April 9th and July 9th. The foundation is struggling for a purpose now and will likely wind down its activities this summer. On its way out, however, the board would like to form a friends group for volunteers. The board is working with the Naperville Park District's Recreation Department to put some form to this idea. The volunteers would be more like ambassadors of the Carillon rather than the docents that are paid employees. The board hopes to start promoting this volunteer opportunity in late February or during March of this year. If all goes as planned, the board will wind down with positive financials. What looks to be about a $3,000 balance will likely be given over to the city because they assume the original debt obligation of the Carillon. All of these details, however, have not been ironed out. The New Year's Eve event on Rotary Hill was another success. Despite the cold, the 6 p.m. time slot drew approximately 300 people. NCTV was there, as was Dolly McCarthy and Mayor Pradle to MC the event. There was an issue with the PA system, and in the future we'll be sure to have a bullhorn ready as a backup. The Springfield Park District is hiring a full-time Carillonneur. The position requires that the individual reside in Sangamon County, so all of you Sangamon County Carillonneurs, head on down to Springfield. Your future awaits you. The Carillon will be part of our Spring Fever Reliever on May 9th with free Carillon tours from 11 to 3, as well as an Elan Dance Company recital and a Carillon concert for the kids. And that's it.
Thank you. Next, we have our Executive Director's report.
Thank you, President Riley. Join us for the groundbreaking of the Activity Center, a first-ever project of this kind for the Naperville Park District, on Thursday, April 9th at 4:30 p.m. The event will take place near the corner of Fort Hill Drive and Quincy Avenue. And to learn more about this exciting project, and you will see more of this, obviously, as we get closer, not only through emails, but certainly through some press releases. But if you'd like to learn more about the project itself, please visit napervilleparks.org/activity center for further information. With snow on the ground and cold in the air, it might be difficult to think about outdoor soccer season, but the reality is that it will be starting about 5 weeks from now. If you haven't yet registered your youth soccer participant, and that's ages pre-K through high school, please note that the registration cutoff is March 1st, so that's coming up here rather quickly. At that point, we will be forming teams. Visit our website today for more information on both the NYS and Naperville Premier Soccer League programs and to register. If you have an early case of spring fever, you'll be glad to know that our 2015 Spring Program Guide will be delivered to our residents' homes beginning on March 5th. Online resident registration will begin on March 9th. Accompanying the Spring Program Guide will be our 2015 Summer Camps Guide, filled with lots of summer fun, sports, and a variety of activities for kids of all ages. This essential resource will help you set your family's plans for warmer days ahead. Be sure to watch for both of these publications, which will be coming soon. And finally, before we set our sights on summer, we still have spring break to think about. If you'll be staying in Naperville this year, and are looking for something fun for the kids to do, you'll want to check out our spring break camps for kids, and that's for all ages. And backed by popular demand is our grandchild spring break week. It's filled with tons of free and reasonably priced fun for all. Although all of our spring break camps will be included in the forthcoming spring program guide, you can preview the grandchild spring break week activities in the current winter program guide. And for more information on any of these programs or anything that I've spoken about here, please visit our website at www.napervilleparks.org or give us a call at 630-848-5000. Thank you.
Next, we have approval of the treasurer's report.
Move to approve the December 31st, 2014 Treasurers' Report.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Jackie, call the roll, please.
Vice President Ori,
Aye.
Commissioner Todd,
Yes.
Commissioner Egan,
Yes.
Commissioner Heidi absent, Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner Young,
Yes.
President Riley.
Yes. Next, we have the consent agenda. Are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda?
Move to accept the consent agenda items A through K.
Second?
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Jackie, call the roll, please.
Vice President Ori,
Aye.
Commissioner Todd,
Yes.
Commissioner Egan,
Yes.
Commissioner Heidi absent, Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner Young,
Yes.
President Riley.
Yes.
Move to approve consent agenda items A through K as accepted.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? This is a voice vote. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion's carried. We have no unfinished business, so the next item on the agenda is our future meeting schedule. Next regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners is February 26, 2015, 6 p.m., the South Maintenance Facility. Then on March 12th, we'll have a regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners at 7 p.m. here in the Municipal Center, followed by March 26th, the regular meeting of the Board of Park Commissioners at 6 p.m. at the South Maintenance Facility. Next item is executive session.
Move to adjourn to executive session to discuss pending litigation under 2C11 of the Open Meetings Act.
Second?
We have motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Vice President Ori,
Aye.
Commissioner Todd,
Yes.
Commissioner Egan,
Yes.
Commissioner Heidi absent, Commissioner Janner,
Yes.
Commissioner Young,
Yes.
President Riley.
Yes.